Hi Taurus, welcome to your November 2017 overview reading. You're catching me in rare form this time with naked fingernails, but that's okay. So I'm not doing any workshops this month. I don't have anything new opening up at the moment. But as usual, if you're looking to work with me one-on-one, you know, do some energetic work with me, I'm going to take that. Wants to come up. If you're looking for that, then the link will be in the description box below. And then as usual, if you want a single question reading, go ahead and the link is there as well for you to submit your question and all of that good stuff. I'm still doing those. I'm glad everyone enjoys, you know, just being able to check in and get a little update and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to be doing like a fat Celtic cross for you guys with just some clarifiers and stuff, and then we'll do a regular 3-card pick at the end and stuff like that. So this is going to look a little bit messy, but it'll look better as we as I start to open up the cards. Also, if you haven't already, make sure that you sign up for my newsletter. Again, all of the links that I talk about are in the description box. So sign up for my newsletter. You'll get updates on everything that I have coming out and all of that good stuff. Okay. Now I'm going to do an Angels of Abundance card. Ooh, I think this one wants to come up. Okay. Bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree. Garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Okay, so make sure that you're finding some time to get out and about, whatever that looks like for you. So at the core of this month, what's happening in present time, we have strength. Okay, so this is personal perseverance, problem solving, you know, stepping into a really abundant mindset where anything is possible. All of the, you know, it's just about like navigating situations, being able to get through things. So it just looks like there's been a really long cycle for Taurus over the past few months especially. It's just been one big, gigantic cycle that I've been watching all of you guys go through. Okay, so here's the cross card. We have Mother of Cups. So it looks like this is either you kind of struggling with yourself, or this is possibly you coming into some conflict or having to deal with like a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer might be kind of getting in your way. There might be a female figure there. Otherwise, the challenge is your own emotions. So that's what this is about. If you feel really emotional about a situation, like you're not going to be able to get through it, you're not going to be able to move forward. If you have those feelings, just understand that that's the big lesson for you this month. Okay, so what's leaving your life? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the unpredictability, the not knowing what's going to happen next. I absolutely love seeing the Wheel of Fortune in this position because it's leaving. That unpredictability, that I don't know, the instability is shifting out. That is leaving. That is an old, broken cycle that has just not been the easiest to deal with. So the modifiers for this, we have the Chariot, see, and we have this. This is you being blind, not knowing which direction to go to, feeling trapped in a situation, but still trying to push forward. We have another Cancer reference with this card. But this is like, I have so many ideas, but I'm stuck. I'm trapped. And so because of that, it's like you've still had to persevere, which there's still themes of that coming through with the Strength card in the center. But this is just saying that you're no longer going to have to work hard just to keep your head above water in these situations where you're kind of just pushing yourself out into the unknown. So that unpredictability is leaving. Okay, and then what we have coming in for you, 5 of Cups. Okay, don't let this freak you out. Let me check the modifiers to get a little bit more context before I read into it. Okay, Wheel of Fortune again, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the reason why you have the 5 of Cups is because there's still that theme of unpredictability. I was really excited to see it shifting out, but now it's like, there's another layer that you're gonna have to work through. And so the Knight of Pentacles is you being able to show up for that. You know, you showing up for the next challenge. Now, the thing that I will say about this is the Wheel of Fortune doesn't look like unpredictability the way it does here. This looks like a lack of stability, you walking into things blind. What this looks like is you have a lot of options. You have a lot of possibilities for what happens next, and that's the tough part, is which way do I go? Which road do I take? What path is the right one for me to move forward with? So that's where the disappointment rolls in, is just, I have to work just as hard. It just has a different outfit on. So it does look like you kind of have to hold on to get through it. And even though we have the Wheel of Fortune here, it does look like there's some stability coming in. But creating that stability for yourself can be really, really exhausting, which has been a big theme, I think, since May, if I'm not mistaken, the May or June reading. This idea of rest, exhaustion, and that cycle has been coming up for months. So this is not news. I know a lot of you have been dealing with this. So just be gentle with yourself. Step into the Knight of Pentacles, the perseverance. Make sure that you have your support people around you to cheer you on, and just keep going. It's about, you're in the middle of like a planning, trying to figure things out. So just keep going with that. Now, your goal for the month is to have a clear vision, to be able to make a decision for yourself that's really in alignment with you, that's going to spit you out in a trajectory that is fully where you want to take your life. And so because of that, you're really doing a lot of processing with your 6th chakra, with your 3rd eye. And so the modifiers for those are 9 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. So what we have is you may be getting offers that you're turning down. See how the hand is extending and the person is hiding? So it's just like, nope, I'm gonna say no to that, and feeling kind of confined or scared to take big leaps. Totally understandable with everything else that's showing up in this reading. So what it looks like is the clearer you are about your own vision and what you want for yourself, because it looks like that's what you want. You want clarity, but the things that are getting in the way of that clarity is just a big fat fear picture. What if it doesn't work out? What if this is really not a good idea? So if people are making offers to you, it's okay. It's kind of like there's this immediate reaction where you want to say no. Just keep in mind that if you work through some of the kinks with this, if you just focus on what you want and really intentionally attracting the type of opportunities and manifesting the type of opportunities that you want. This will be less of an obstacle and more of you're just calling in things until you get the right thing that you want. If it's a new job, if it's a new friend, a new partner, a new living situation, this is all about an area of your life that is unstable. Okay, and beneath the surface, let's see what's sitting in your subconscious this month. We have Three of Cups, so it looks like you really do want things to be easy. You want things to be simple, just kind of celebrating with the people around you. And, and so it just looks like you're really looking to have a good time and enjoy yourself. It's like, man, I'm really ready to just receive this nourishment and enjoy the fruits of my labor. Like, you're just so ready for that. Okay, and then the modifier cards or the clarifiers are the Emperor and the King of Swords. So it looks like with this, you're really in a state of ownership over what you want and what's going on. It's like you do have the clarity around what you how you want to feel, and your idea of this is my big it's interesting. The best way I can describe it is it looks like you have a really clear vision for like the end game, what you want yourself to experience and how you want yourself to feel. But the problem is the immediate circumstances are where you're a little bit blind. You're a little bit gun shy with making decisions. You're a little bit quick to turn people down and say no. And it's out of hesitation of what if I get myself into a bad situation, but you're really, really clear on your big picture in the next 10 years, what you want to see for yourself. That is really solid. It's just navigating current circumstances. Okay, so your advice for the month, we have Three of Coins. So don't be afraid to put in the work. Let me see what the modifiers are. First, Six of Swords and King of Pentacles. This is calling you to really step into your Taurus self, being the organized, structured person that you have the tendency to be. Of course, this is going to show up differently depending on whether you're a Taurus moon, sun, or rising. But really, this is even more so true for those of you who are sun and moon in Taurus, where you're going to have to step away from certain things and just really focus on embracing that that hard work that you're so good at doing. Embrace that part of yourself to just craft this next step that you're making. Use the same type of application that you would for anything that any goal that you're working towards, and apply that rather to the big vision and more so on how can I cope with these immediate challenges, because there is a certain level of I kind of don't want to examine what's happening right in front of my face. It's more fun to focus on the big picture, which is true. So it's kind of like you're gonna need to confront the immediate so that you can get to this big picture. The external influences for the month. Seven of Cups. You have decisions coming up. You have offers being made. You have a gazillion directions that you could go in. This is part of what's contributing to the confusion, to the lack of clarity in the immediate present time. Let me see what the clarifiers are. We have Judgment and Eight of Coins. I cannot make this stuff up. You guys saw me shuffle this. So again, we have more themes of get to work, keep this up, and decision making. So these are all environmental influences, as well as, you know, this is much bigger than the subconscious. The subconscious is where you want to be, or at least that's what's coming up for you right now. Your internal state, oddly enough, looks really good this month. It's about the stuff that's surrounding you that's kind of knocking you off balance. And so you're being put into some type of circumstance where you're going to have to make a decision. You know, especially with the 7 cups, it's kind of like, okay, you're going to have to work to figure out which direction you're going in. Okay, and then, you know, obviously this is a general reading, so it really is, if you're trying to figure out what is going on for me, then that's something that you could work with me on. But this is like some big decision making. You have a lot of options opening up for you. Okay, hopes and fears, we have Mother of Wands. So it's kind of like you really want your energy back. Like you want to be able to just step into your creative power, your ability to make things happen, because, you know, all of this work, the 3 of coins and the 8 of coins, all of that requires a lot of energy. And so it's kind of like, again, I've seen themes of burnout come up so much for Taurus over the past 6 months. It's hard to say. It's like, I understand that this is a hope, but I don't know if it's going to come through this month. We have the Devil and the Empress. It's so funny because this has happened before with the Devil and another card in this position specifically has been coming up quite a bit. So with the Devil and the Empress, it's kind of like you are exploring your divine femininity and intuition, which is 1/2 of the self, as well as your shadow self, if that makes sense. So it could go either way. Like, this is reflective of the hope and the fear, the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the dark and the light. You know, it's all about achieving that exploration of the self on all levels. So it's not just about you wanting your energy back, but it's about the things that you have to confront as you're getting to this place, because it requires both you stepping into your own femininity, creativity, your intuition, as well as being able to, what I would say is, manage the shadow self as best as you can. So let's see what the outcome is, where it spits you out at the end of November. We have the Empress again, so it does look like there's a certain level of achievement as you come into a place where you're able to manage these parts of yourself. We all have the shadow self. We all have vices, demons, whatever you call them. It's a part of being embodied. But where this spits you out is in a place where you're really tapped into the bigger vision, the bigger creative process. And, you know, there's a reference to pregnancy here. You know, you can see she's holding her womb space, and that is about divine creation for men and women. It's about both. So it's just a reference to, what are you birthing? All of this work is leading to something that you are creating. Okay, so let's see what the modifiers are for that too. The Fool, we have a new journey, and the Page of Swords, which is a new idea. So both of those are coming up, and again, this is about creativity, because we have references of creation coming through. Also, in a minute, you're going to hear a chime and possibly some voices, just so you know. So you really are embarking on a new journey, and it's going to lead to positive creation. And this looks really good. It looks like you do end up getting what you want. So yes, this looks good. I'm actually really happy with this. For you, at least. It doesn't look like it's doom and gloom or you're super burnt out or anything like that. It just looks like heading in a new direction, figuring things out for yourself, getting to work, taking the same type of applications. And then I'm just gonna do the 3-card pick. Go ahead, and if you want to use these cards as, you know, they're the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So if you want those to be for a romantic relationship, that's fine, but it's not necessary. And then these will be growth period cards. Okay, so for spread number 1, we have fun. This is where the 3 of Cups come in handy. It's all about you just enjoying yourself despite all of the stuff that you have going on. And so make sure that you're just creating space for yourself to really embrace this right here. And then we also have 6 of Swords. So this is moving away from other things. This could be, you know, just an indication that you're going to be taking a break from all the work that you're doing. So make sure that you are just giving yourself space, and you're gonna need to put something on a back burner in order to make some space for fun. Spread number 2, we have communication. So doing some work on the throat chakra and communicating what you want both to the people in your life as well as divine source for manifestation purposes. And your other card is Queen of Chalices, Queen of Cups, and it's sitting right on top of another one. So this portion is even more important for you. Kind of the core of the spread, you know, these two sitting on top of each other. This is watch your emotions, especially during communication. You know, just really, really, really being, noticing your emotions, noticing what's coming up for you and all of that stuff. Okay, so then we have family, and this is more of like a spiritual family. This is the soulmates that you connect with, the people who, you know, really influence your life. This is your cosmic family. This is, you know, your I think people call it soul family, like the things that are not just blood. Okay, and the other card you have is Ace of Pentacles. This is a new financial beginning. So make sure that you are embracing the support that these other, you know, your soul family has to offer, because it looks like they're actually helping you with this new physical beginning. Okay, and that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. I've been doing a ritual series. Whoops, sorry for all the shaking. I've been doing a ritual series on my blog. The link is down below if you want to book a session with me and work with me one-on-one. Make sure you schedule an appointment or ask a single question. All of the links are down in the description. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.